Hi guys, this is Bit15. Welcome to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for Season 5, Episode 3. To me, the episode kind of started off with Bob and Gareth having their little conversation while Gareth and the other survivors from Terminus were gnawing on his leg. They were talking on The Talking Dead last night about if this thing was actually to go away, you know, who would they let back into society and stuff like that? And I kind of have my doubts about Gareth. Um, I know a lot of people on the Talking Dead. They were like, no, eventually he'd be fine and stuff. But whenever I think of Gareth, I kind of think that he started to show signs of kind of like a serial killer. Um, he reminded me especially of Jeffrey Dahmer. Maybe that was just because he was eating Bob. Um, that shoulder bite that Bob had, I think he said that he got it when he was fighting the Aqua Zombie or whatever you want to call it. When they were trying to get the food stuff. And yeah, it did um, raise kind of a question about what happens when you eat zombie meat. Then again, I really don't know if that could be considered zombie meat or um, if it was just kind of tainted and it went away. I know that Gareth said that, hey, we should be fine. We cook the meat and stuff, but there are just so many different types of things that will come out when you cook something or boil water or whatever. Um, I really don't think that that would have just gotten rid of it, but then again, who knows and who cares because um, everybody's already infected with the virus or probes or whatever. I still think that they're kind of nanites, but um, anyways, and you also got to think back from the beginning of season 4, um, when Rick ran into that one woman that was out in the woods. She said that she had survived because she had eaten things that she normally wouldn't have eaten before because that's what her quote boyfriend had told her to do. So um, I don't know. Maybe she was like a little bit of cannibal herself, but I think that she was referring more to like dead animals that have been rotting away for just a little bit. That's basically how she was able to get her food stuff. So I really don't know if eating old meat would be considered okay in that universe or not. Because eventually they're gonna run out of places where they can raid to pick up like those big things of pudding or whatever, or candy bars or just regular food. So who knows? Maybe in a say season 7 or whatever, if they decide to go that far, they'll actually start hunting the zombies for food. So, which would be a little disgusting, I think. But hey, if you're really hungry and there is nothing else that you can do, I guess beggars can't be choosers. So, and also if they did start hunting zombies for food, I wonder if the rest of society would kind of look at them kind of like the Donner Party. Um, I know it's kind of sticking with the cannibalism thing, but uh, for those of you who don't know, I think it was like back in the 1870s. there was a group that was coming out from that east coast to California who got stuck in one of the passes in California over winter, and they got snowed in, and the only way that their party could survive was to actually eat the dead. So, would they be shunned by the rest of survivors out there if they had known that they had gone out and actually eaten zombies that were, just a few seconds before trying to eat them? Okay, as for the setup in the church, when Rick and his group, like half of them had supposedly left, and then Gareth and his group came in right away. I can kind of understand why he did that. I'm a little confused also as to why he didn't wait like just a couple of seconds just to make sure that they were actually going to where they need to go. But I'm sure that he just wanted to take care of things in there kind of quick. So, um, but while they were in there, at first, I just I was a little upset with Judith when she started to cry out. I was like, oh crap, they're all gonna die because or at least some of them are gonna die because Judith couldn't keep her damn mouth shut. But then I kind of got the thought that maybe what they were trying to do was they put her in that room for that exact situation, because they knew that eventually she would cry, and then the people out there would know exactly where they were supposed to be. That group was supposed to be in that room, and their focus would automatically start to shift over there because they were thinking, hey, she just cried by accident. Now everybody in there is screwed and just totally forgot about Rick and their group that had just left. So I think Gareth and his group were just way too overconfident. Didn't think at all that it was kind of a trap. Even though these kind of people they'd done this kind of thing before. I know to the audience we would know it a little more, but the one time that they've run into these people, they kind of spring a trap on them. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't think that maybe that this was the same thing. So I kind of wonder if the machete that Rick used to dispatch Gareth. I wonder if that is basically the same one that he had when he was at the prison. I know that a lot of the stuff, a lot of the weapons and things that they have, that they're different, but I'm kind of wondering if that's the same one that he had when he was at the prison, like in season three, because I remember he dispatched one of the prisoners that was there with the machete. Um, so I'm kind of wondering if it's the same one or if it's one of the ones that he picked up from that biker type gang that was kind of stalking them last season. I don't know. So um, I guess it'd be kind of interesting to think about because I'm sure that in some video game out there, it's the same machete. That'll be like one thing that'll be out there for DLC or whatever. Hey, for $1.50, buy Rick's machete from The Walking Dead. So, also one of the guys that was from Terminus, I thought that he actually died last week. I thought that was the guy that Tyrese broke down the door when he went all Incredible Hulk and started, hit that one guy saying, I'm not like that and stuff. I thought at the end of the episode, Tyrese said that he was dead and that he had killed him. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's not dead. You didn't kill him. Um, and I know nobody else from the group would actually know that guy's face. So, yeah, he'd be safe. But if you kind of think about it, if Carol had actually been with the group still, and she had seen his face as he was, dead there in church. I kind of wonder if she would have actually said something, or if she would have just pulled Tyrese aside and said something to him personally, or just not really trusted herself around Tyrese anymore, that kind of thing. So, um, but yeah. Anyways, I kind of find it a little strange that he just let him live at the end of the last, or sorry, end of episode one, because why did he say that he had actually killed him when he just let him go? So also near the end of the episode when Tyrese was the one that had you know dispatched Bob before he turned into Walker and stuff. I'm thinking to myself, okay, he really didn't have to do a whole bunch. He just took his knife and stabbed Bob in the head, and basically that was done. And I'm thinking to myself, how light of attack do you have to do on a zombie to take out his brain? Um, because to me, that was almost like just giving him a really hard bump on the noggin. Because you know, just stabbing the knife into the head really doesn't seem to do anything. You know, you would think after he would stab it into his head, he'd have to turn it a little bit or something. But yeah, apparently destroying a brain cell will kill a zombie. So um, yeah, for any zombies out there, do not get drunk. I'll leave off with that little preview clip that they showed from next week's episode. And I mainly have to direct list at the Talking Dead. If you're going to show us a, quote premiere clip or whatever for next week's episode, please stop showing the exact same clip that they show, like when they transition from the end of this week's episode to the Talking Dead. If you're going to show us a really new clip, show us a really new clip. Just don't rehash the old one and say that it's new, because it's not. Anyways, with Beth's waking up at that little clinic thing, or hospital or whatever you want to call it, yeah, I know the buildings outside they kind of look like they were destroyed a little bit, but I'm really not sure because it was still in a little too pristine condition for me. So, um, what I think it might be is that the place that she's at is actually underground, and that maybe sort of like in Resident Evil, they just have pictures up of buildings and stuff, just make people feel that they're not so claustrophobic in there, that kind of thing. So, um, anyways, to me, I don't know why, but when I was looking at the buildings there, I know it would be a different city and stuff, but it kind of reminded me a little bit of Denver in The Last of Us, at least the remastered version. I am actually really looking for next week's episode. I want to figure out who decided to take Beth, why they decided to take her, where they are, that kind of thing. Why they left Daryl there. I have no idea. I can't even take a guess at what they want from Beth, or she has something to offer them that apparently nobody else does, or exactly what the thing is. So, um, yeah, I think it'll be kind of interesting to find out next week because right now zero clues as to what it could mean. So, um, but yeah, that's about it for this episode. So I'm going to sign off for now. This is Video 15. You've been watching. Let's discuss The Walking Dead. This has been for season 5, episode 3. So I will see you later. So take care.